Hello, my name is Rajan. Welcome to training for supply planning in Oracle Supply Chain Planning. In this session, we'll talk about plan multiple outputs from a discrete manufacturing work definition. With this enhancement, user can now define a discrete manufacturing work definition in Oracle Fusion Cloud Manufacturing or other execution systems that specifies the output of secondary items in addition to the primary item. It will ensure that the supply of secondary or output items are generated and planned efficiently while producing the primary items for the discrete manufacturing work definition. This will help in improving demand satisfaction with optimal inventory. Now, let's look into a small demo for this feature. Here, I have opened the item structure page in Oracle Fusion Supply Planning for the unconstrained supply plan that ends with PL01. Under Component Item tab, we can see the primary item that ends with L1FG at M1 organization consumes two component item both with the usage quantity of 1. These component items, as we can see, ends with L1 SA1 and L1 SA2. After that, I went to the routing page for the primary item that ends with L1FG at the M1 organization. We can see that the primary work definition is defined for this item, which includes two operations, 10 and 20, each with the operation yield of zero point 0.9 for the discrete manufacturing work method. Now I went to the output item tab under the item structure tab for the same unconstrained supply plan that ends with PL01. Here we can see that now we can also specify the output item has byproduct and co-product for the assembly item that ends with L1FG at the M1 organization at different operation sequence number for the primary work definition. The component item, as we can see here, are defined as byproduct and co-product that ends with BYOUT and COOUT has the respective output items. The output quantity defined for those co-product and byproduct items are zero point 0.3 and zero point 0.2 respectively. This means that for every 1 unit of assembly item, zero point 0.3 units of the byproduct and zero point 0.2 units of the co-product will be produced. Now, once the plan run is completed, we can see that the new supplies are recommended in addition to the existing supplies to satisfy the demand for the primary item. For example, planned order demand for the primary item that ends with L1FG at M1 organization of 120 quantity each on the respective dates resulted in planned order generation of the primary item on those respective due date after netting the existing on hand and work order supplies. Next, we will see that the planned order creation for the primary item L1FG at M1 organization resulted in planned order co-product and planned order byproduct supplies generated for the IT output items that are COOUT and BYOUT. For example, planned order 1021-96087 has a start quantity of 148.14 for an order quantity of 120 because an operation yield of zero point 0.9 was defined for both the operation 10 and 20. The co-product item that ends with COOUT is associated with operation 10 and has an output quantity of zero point 0.2. Therefore, its order quantity is calculated by multiplying the start quantity of operation 10 by the yield of it and output quantity. That is 148.14 multiplied with zero point 0.9 and zero point 0.2 resulted in 26.66 of the order quantity. The start quantity for the co-products remains the same as the start quantity of the primary item, as this primary item start quantity drives the output item. Now similarly, the byproduct item that ends with BYOUT is associated with operation 20 and has an output quantity of zero point 0.3 defined earlier. Its order quantity is calculated by multiplying the start quantity of operation 20 by the yield of it and the output quantity of byproduct item, which is 148.14 multiplied with zero point 0.9 yield of operation 10 into zero point 0.9 yield of operation 20 into zero point 0.3 output quantity, which resulted in the order quantity of 36. The start quantity for the byproduct also remains the same as the start quantity for the primary item, as the primary item here drives the output item also. Thank you for listening. For more details, please look into the 24C What's New document for this feature. That concludes the demonstration.